Hey guys, we got a new motorcycle in the garage. It's a 2003 Ducati Monster 620 Dark Edition. And as you can see, there are definitely a handful of things that need to be cared for in this bike. It is in desperate need of some love and attention, at least a paint job. There's also a handful of things that are definitely in need of replacement and repair on the motorcycle. So what we'll do is we'll go through front to back, show you guys what we plan to fix and repair and maintain on the motorcycle over the next few episodes. So stay tuned. This bike hopefully will be on the road soon and ready to be enjoyed the way this Ducati is meant to be. So let's take a walk around the motorcycle. Just from this view alone, we can see that the exhaust has definitely some road rash from it. When the motorcycle was handed to me, he mentioned that he did go down on the freeway about 15-20 miles an hour. So we can see some of the remnants here on that. The tank is desperately in need of a paint job. Looks like they started on it. It's sanded smooth, but we'll do a primer and the paint job on it. The goal is to go red for it, the red Ducati colors. See, the handlebars are pretty bent, pretty bad out of shape. The bar end mirror, there's only one, looks like also needs to be replaced. The brake lever just has some scratches on it. That looks okay. Some aging here. There's no mirror on the left, so we'll have to fix that. Besides that, it's really dirty. I'm not a big fan of these turn signals, so we'll see what we can do about that. This side of the motorcycle looks pretty good, besides the tank, of course. The seat looks okay, just dirty. And yep, there's some rash here as well, you can see that. So that definitely needs to be tended to. Ooh, talk about a loose chain. He rode the bike over here actually, so that is bad. So we'll address that chain too. It looks like there's a lot of just dirt on it, and take a look at that. The exhaust bracket looks pretty bent. Yeah, that shouldn't look like that, and that looks pretty bad too. So yeah, we'll straighten up that exhaust. We'll do a paint job, handlebars. Okay, let's make a list. I'm a huge fan of making lists, especially white ones. So from the walk around, we know a few things that we need to change. One, handlebars. That desperately needs to get changed. That accident was enough to bend the bars out of shape. So handlebars, so that means it needs parts. Two, paint. The paint, we're gonna go with a red Ducati color on it, and then I've got these pretty cool decals that I want to throw on there. They're the vintage Ducati stickers, so hopefully with the red paint job and this decal, not quite sure where this thing can fit it, but I think that looks pretty cool. So we've got that. 3, exhaust bracket. Exhaust bracket. So you guys can see the exhaust bracket is pretty bent. It's causing the exhaust to be a little skew at it. So it looks like the bracket, we'll take a look at the bracket. It looks still structurally sound, so we'll see if we can just flatten it out, get it back to spec, and then go from there. That's left and right. Chain. The chain is loose, so that's an easy one. We can definitely take care of that in a single day with the handlebars. And then aesthetically, I want to change the turn signals. Oh no, my marker's running out. Okay, paint, handlebars. The owner also mentioned to me that the fuel light stays on all the time. So that's something we need to look into. That looks like to be it. Not too bad at all. So it looks like we have handlebars, the paint, the exhaust bracket, the chain, the turn signals, and the fuel light stays on. When we do the paint, we have to take the tank off entirely. So we'll be doing the fuel system assessment at the same time we do the paint. The exhaust bracket, we can do that anytime. And looks like the easiest ones for us to tackle today, or in a single day, will be the chain and the handlebars. That we can take care of super easy. Turn signals, we'll just order some off eBay. Oh, also, we need mirrors. I like my bikes to be legal in the States, so we'll need mirrors. Okay, a good cleaning, and then we'll do a test ride, and then from the test ride we'll see some of the things that may need to be addressed anyway. So let's start there. So where I want to start today is getting this chain addressed. As you can see, it's really loose, dangerous, and can easily damage your rear sprocket and your chain. We'll also go through a cleaning, make sure that this bike has a chain ready for riding as soon as we're ready to test ride. On the Ducati Monster, the way you adjust the chain is by loosening your axle nuts. You have one here and here. It's actually a single shaft with threads on each side. So by loosening these items, these two nuts, you can then take like a box wrench and pull that tire back to where it needs to be. So that's what we'll do. With your axle nuts loosened, this your tensioning bolt should be able to pull that chain back now. Using a 12mm ratcheting socket. So that's definitely closer to where we want to be. You want about an inch of deflection from the bottom to the top. You can use a ruler to get this measurement. I'm going to use a tape measure to make sure that we have the right amount of tension on that chain. There we go. So there we go. The chain's adjusted now. We can move on to lubing and cleaning the chain. There's a lot of dirt on it. There was a recent fire in the area which caused the bike to get covered in the silt. So we'll clean and adjust. Oh, we'll clean and lube this chain up. So that's one off our list. Really easy one to take off. We cleaned and lubed the chain. It's cleaned and tensioned now, and that's one we get to scratch off. So that feels pretty good. I'm gonna move on to the handlebars next.